And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new Stephen King novel adaptation of Pet Sematary. Now, Pet Sematary isn't Stephen King's novel adaptation and is actually a remake of the original 1989 version of the same name. So, Pet Sematary, well, this movie does star Jason Clarke, and he's a typical normal man. He has a family, he has a son, a daughter, a wife, and he moves into a brand new house in the middle of pretty much nowhere, countryside place, and, he's got beautiful property, he's got, a nice little house, typical normal things. But something happens where he encounters the legend of a folklore where there's like a pet cemetery, literally a pet cemetery where the children of the area bury their dead pets, and at first he finds it very odd that they do it, but he respects it. And when his daughter's cat passes away, he finds out that there's a way to bring it back. So he goes and he takes the cat to get brought back to life, and things from there pretty much go south. And yeah, it doesn't get pretty. And then something happens to one of his children. I don't want to say to who, but if you've seen the trailers, you might know, so I'm not going to spoil that for you. So he does the same thing to one of his children, and then he or she, like I said, do not want to mention names, ends up being pretty much psychotic and every which way possible, and he or she starts trying to kill the father and the mother. So the basic story of this whole movie is basically this pet cemetery has the power to bring people back to life, but they don't turn exactly who they really are. They don't bring them back to normal state. They end up changing, if you will. And the movie's pretty cool. I like the movie. It's very dark, very creepy. It's literally, if you really watch it and you remember the original '89 one, it's very much pretty much shot by shot, except certain characters have switched roles from what the original one was. So, it's very different. So one character did one thing in the original movie, and then that same character does a completely different thing in the other movie. So, in this one. So, it's very different. But the rest of the movie is pretty much shot by shot comparison. It's like they take the original one and they just edited it out, made it new characters, new actors playing the characters, and they just did the same movie all over again. But like I said, with a couple of twists here and there, they made it more creepier. So, do I recommend Pet Sematary? You know what? I actually do. I feel like this is a cool little movie. It doesn't have the, the jump scares, as you will, as, like a typical horror movie does, but it does have the creep factor. And, with the modern technology today, it's pretty interesting. So, if you're a fan of creepy movies, but you're not a fan of, but you are a fan of, I want to be scared, you won't be scared in this movie. Unless you get scared of any movie that's horror. But, if you don't get scared easily, but you really want to get scared, this movie's not really the one for you. But, if you just want to go in there, watch a cool movie that has a lot of creepy moments, a lot of creepy visuals, by all means, go check it out. It's a pretty cool, fun little movie. I prefer the original one better, only because the original was more creepier than this one. There were certain things about the original one that it did to make it more creepy. I mean, it's completely outdated. It's 30 years old, for Christ's sakes. But, yeah, to this day, to me, it still creeps the heck out of me just by watching. And, it does set up for a sequel, but who knows. Let's see what happens moving forward. If we get another one, who knows. But, yeah. Like, go check it out if you want to. If you're just bored and you want to go see a movie and you can't get tickets for Shazam. And by the way, my review's coming up for that soon anyway. And give it a shot. You never know. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it if you've seen the movie. And also, did you see the original '89 one? And what do you like better? Which one do you like better? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. And thank you very much and have a good day.